Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We're continuing this ample deep dive, checking out how he's playing since he's dominating the ladder right now. His TVP looked absolutely fantastic, and now we're going to check out his TVZ. His TVZ, I would say, was always kind of his weak point, very flimsy in the old days. Played a super aggressive style. He used to, like, one of his best builds was literally stimming 2 or 3 times across the map to get there before the Sunkens finish. Which, you know, in some ways that makes sense, but if your opponent has any lings, you're going to get in trouble. So, like, that's the thing I mostly remember about his TVZ. You know, here he's playing against Saber. We're on the map Radeon. Saber is quite a strong Zerg these days. You might remember him if you've been watching ArtosisCasts for a long time. Mihu 8-1'd him like years ago. Saber is actually stronger than Mihu now. He's really grown since then. I haven't casted too many of his games, but definitely some. But yeah, Saber has gotten into much better shape. He's quite a strong Zerg right now. He's like, I don't ever think of him at ASL time, but I think he is one of these guys that's just a little bit below the level. I would say he's kind of like HM style. Actually, we haven't casted HM in a while. I wonder what he's up to. Maybe I should check him out soon. Anyways, always have liked HM. But yeah, Saber's that type of level of player where it's like, okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to, like, you're going to qualify for ASL. Okay. So, I mean, it looks like it's just going to be a wall-in expansion against a hatch first. Probably 2 hatch play. We'll see if he throws down the pool and the gas coming up here. While we wait, I do want to once again thank you guys for checking out ArtosisCasts. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, you know, leaving a comment as well. All this stuff is great. Really helps the reach of the videos, and the channel continues to grow, which makes me super, super, super happy. And yeah, like a big thanks to everyone who's supported on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Artosis. The link is in the description if you'd like to check it out. Big thanks to everyone who has supported on there. It's really, it's very appreciated. So thank you guys. All right. Ample gets in and is just kind of checking out, like, okay, looks like 2 hatch play, pretty normal stuff. Over on Ample's side, what we are watching for is, okay, so it looks like, oh, okay, so we see a little bit of optimizations happening over here. So notice that he has a second depot, but notice also we don't have a marine. So what happened was he started his second depot probably when the SCV was about here or here, because if you're going to scout on 12, which is the normal scout time, you can't quite get here before you have to start your next depot if you want no supply blocks with non-stop marine and non-stop SCV production. But once he saw that it was hatch first, it looks like he canceled out marines to make the command center more quickly, which is completely fine. But technically better is if you go 15 CC without the depot as well. But just what I'm trying to point out here is the fact that he scouted something and then changed his plan to become slightly more efficient. Even though it wasn't perfect, he made it better than it would have been otherwise. And that's the type of thing we're looking for in players, not just blindly, you know, rotely going over a build order or something like that. So it is a 2 racks Academy rush here from Ample. Saber has the layer almost done. 3rd hatch in the main base. Of course, great scouting overlords to watch units coming out. Just a handful of lings, just in case something tries to come up. He has some advance warning and can maybe catch it. Speed still on the way. And looks like a Spire should be going down any second here as he gets the money. Very nice. All right, so very standard stuff that we're looking at. Notice that he's keeping these Marines from this barracks up on the high ground. Now, what this... Wow, the build is actually really good. He actually did an excellent job here. The canceling of the Marine into the quicker command center. So here's the metric, guys. Okay, so if you just do a very standard 2 depot, barracks, 2 marines, command center, 2nd barracks, academy with gas. Build for a 2-Rax academy rush. You're looking to move out by 5 minutes with 8 marines and 2 medics. He has 9 marines and 2 medics, and he moved out just before 5 minutes. So actually, that was a kick-ass build. And you can see he's actually making 3 sunkens here. So like Saber's like, I'm not dying. I'm not dying. It's not happening. Big kudos to him. How often do we see someone make like 1 sunken and try to hold it? It's sad when we see that. Wow. Might have to re-look at that. Like he really... I didn't realize that canceling those 2 marines would make it that good. It's a huge difference though. That's like a legitimately strong force out on the map at that time. Okay, mutas are on the way. The speedlings were just double checking the wall, making sure that he's crossing his T's, dotting his I's, plugging up the holes. 3rd Rax on the way, so very standard 3 Rax. He's got range and +1 coming. Starting to throw down his missile turrets. Might go bunker, might go turret here. Bunker, but it's kind of an interesting place. It covers the natural better, but the depot not as well. So this depot is very pickable, but what can you do? You can't guard everything perfectly. Ooh, Saber getting in on top of this Bioforce. Oh, do you know what's going on here? Oh, no. He doesn't have a turret here. This is so bad. What happened that he didn't get the turrets over here? And his Bioforce is so far away. He's like stimming it multiple times to get home, as you can see. Wow, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Already. So Ample here was looking for a 3rd base. This hatchery was far enough up that when he did his scans, because the scan is approximately the same distance as the creep, if you scan in the center, which you want to, so you can see all the buildable terrain. And yeah, this is still doing well. I just want to describe why this happened. So basically what you want to do is you want to make sure your hatchery is at least this far away. If this was 1 hex closer, if instead of in this square, it was in this square, the creep would have connected and you would have seen that there's a 3rd hatchery here. So when you scan here and you scan here and you don't see the creep pushing up, either the hatch is way on the edge or there's another one on the map. And so when you do 2-Rax Academy Rush, one of the things you want to do, if you do this build, you have to stop 3rd bases that are on the map if they're on the map before Muta. And that's why he went up here with the Bioforce, because this didn't allow the creep to connect. Good placement. Okay. Ample is trying to pull this together. And I'll be honest with you, like, he has played a very good game other than this obvious, like, kind of blunder that we've looked at. He took a lot of damage. He's still got 37 SCVs. Like, his SCV production has been off the hook. And we've seen that in all his TVPs too. Like, his SCV production is way better than it used to be. Mechanically, the guy is looking so much stronger. Saber keeping on top of his Mutalisk harassment. Without question, I would say Saber is winning this game right now. Ample gonna try to push out and get something done. Lurker upgrade is almost done, so I don't foresee like a bust occurring. And in fact, if Saber feels like he's going to have lurkers before he can die, then he can actually dive with the mutas and deal way more damage. But it looks like he's backing up. He's playing carefully here. Okay, I think the mutas can go dive now. I can't imagine, right? Like, well, maybe this one, there's some small chance of breaking through before these lurkers are done. A couple more sunks getting ready. Saber is putting out a very good game. I like what I see from Saber here. This is some good stuff. Okay, it's all been held. He's invincible. The mutas now should go across the map immediately and dive. Like, he needs to get in there and kill as many SCVs as possible. This area looks really well defended. If he flies around and hits back here, this is where you get maximum damage back here. We actually saw Nada putting multiple turrets here instead of up here because this is the weak area. This is the weakest area, like, on this map, is right here. Weakest spot for Terran on the whole map against mutas. All right, let's see. I think he's going to do it. This is the right move. Once you get lurkers out, this is what you should be doing with your mutas. Okay, clears this turret. He's going to clear another one. Go down, go down. This is not that much. You can actually kill all that. You got +1. No, turns around. Still, I think that is such a strong move if you get down here and kill a bunch of SCVs. The mutas, the thing is, you still want the mutas alive so you can deal with drops. Like, they're the best thing to deal with drops and everything, but, like, you should... A lot of games are won and lost off of how well Terran prevents the mutas from dealing damage once Terran's out on the map. Because as soon as Terran starts putting a lot of bio on the map, you can... You know, your mutas are... They have more free reign. And it's a small window before Irradiate comes out. So, like, they're not going to have much harassment potential after that. Okay, flies them away. 2 groups of Marines coming up. All right, double dropship was actually made first. Very interesting. You got to get a lot of damage with this. Look at the drone count right now from Saber. 43 drones. It's really, really good. Scans the mutas. This is not going to work at all. Not even close. Uh-oh. Really bad. So, dropship play has dropped off a lot in Terran vs. Zerg. It was like, it goes through phases where you see a lot of dropships and then phases where you don't see many. Because Zerg has gotten so good at dealing with them. As you see there, like, if you go 2 dropships before Irradiates, it's quite a gamble because your first Irradiates are so far away. You're not putting any real pressure on Zerg, and then the dropships just have to do so much work. But, you know, Zerg still has their mutas. They have a lot of units kind of sit in their base because they're not ready to move out yet. And we see there just not good damage there from Ample. So he's going to try another drop up here. Maybe he can get something. Little group of lings, little group of lurkers. Yeah, just enough lings coming out to stop this. Mutas fly up and we'll be able to clear it as well. 3 lurkers. Hey, he's got Irradiates. No fire bats in here, or maybe you could try a... Well, he could still try a defense matrix, actually. There's not many units in here. Yeah, he's going to try it. Look at him target down the ramp. That is so funny. Okay, so when you dematrix the Marine and run the first one up, it will aggro the lurkers and they'll target it unless you manually retarget down the ramp. A lot of Zergs do not manually retarget on the ramp or don't do it quick enough. Actually, I got to tell you, that move has been around forever. I used to do that move all the time in TVZs, and In Control would laugh at me because he would retarget the lurkers every single time, and he would just laugh every time I tried it against him. Oh, man. It was very frustrating. Very frustrating. Okay, let's take a look at where this game is at right now. Chitinous plating is on the way for the ultralisks. Where is the cavern? There it is. 4th base being taken. That's very, very important. The vessel count is not particularly good. Okay, he's got 1 dropship here. We've got a couple vessels here. That's about it. This is not really enough for Ample. And in fact, he loses another one there. This is not enough for Ample to really do very much of anything. Like, his macro's doing okay-ish. Like, he's spending his money reasonably well. But you can see Saber has all these macro hatcheries. He has 4 macro hatcheries and 3 main hatcheries. So that's 7 hatches right now producing Ling, Lurker, you know, Defiler, and soon-to-be Ultras. He's got Plague already. He's got Consume. He's almost got the Energy upgrade. What is that even called? Metasynaptic Node. He's almost got Metasynaptic Node. You know, it just... This looks really terrible. I just don't know how you would break through anything. Like, there's not enough spells here to break through a Dark Swarm. He took some gambles on trying to get the dropships to do a lot of work early on. He took a gamble trying to stim up the ramp, and nothing paid off. Saber has just been rock solid in his defense. I like, you see the Zerg supplies passing. It's not supposed to be like that. If it was right now 127 supply against 80, I'd be like, okay, pretty good game, ample slight edge. But when you see the supplies like this, Zerg is absolutely winning. Like, what's going to happen, I think, is this carapace is going to finish and ultra speed is going to finish, and then we're going to have a lot of ultras coming out of the map. Because the only way to stop this type of strategy is to put so much pressure on Zerg that they can't afford many ultras. That's really it. And the way that you put that pressure on is by killing their gas units, thus threatening a bust. So like irradiating lurkers, irradiating defilers, those type of things. When you're not doing that, when you're losing a lot of vessels, when you're using dropships instead and they aren't getting damage done, your opponent doesn't have to make many lurkers or defilers. And so where does that gas go? It goes into ultras. And when that big group of ultras come out on the map, you're just not going to be able to do anything against it. All right, little flank coming up. More units coming out here for Ample. Still down in supply, unfortunately. Does have 2-2 upgrades, so that's pretty good. Well, I guess he saves that at least. Not a fire bat to speak of here. Looks like a fourth base getting up for Ample. More and more ultras going to be coming out during this time. Surprised he's actually bringing forward the lurkers. Like, sometimes it can be good to bring the lurkers to the fight, but I don't see why you wouldn't just kind of leave them so a counterattack can't get you. Maybe he just feels like he's got this, or he needs that little bit extra. All right, some ultras coming up. This is going to slow him down a little bit. Ling lurker coming in from behind. Ship weapons actually on the way, so it looks like battlecruiser, 3-port battlecruiser are going to be the next thing that Ample tries here. Gonna throw a Darkstorm. Yep. Oof. More ultras coming up. Looks like this base is going to have to be lifted. Not much else that you can do there. No map control whatsoever. Very small army. We may have had a drop in here. We are missing a few drones, so like I guess he got a little bit of damage there, but look at the supplies. The game is over anyways. Not a good feeling from here. I think we're going to see a GG from Ample. Yeah, everything is pretty gone. You know, Ample and Saber did play 3 games in a row, so I do want to check all those out and just see what the series between them looks like. Because this one, like, the Mutas got in while he was looking for a third base, if you recall, at the beginning, which already set him behind. And he tried to get back. I think the dropship play was him trying to get back to even or ahead from behind. And that just didn't work out, and he got further behind, which, you know, if you're going to take a risk to do that, I totally understand. So, yeah, as these ultras come in, they are going to be able to finish him off. A couple more, well, at least one more battlecruiser is about to finish. GG is called. Saber wins their first game.